Welcome back in, everybody. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. So glad you guys are with us.
Oh, is that on? I'm sorry.
Yes.
That was
really good, man.
I was jamming.
Thank you to Dr. Ryan McGalley Health Group. Give him a call at 805-461-8822. That's 805-461-8822. HealthySlowCounty.com. Mr. Ryan helped me out twice this week, and I thank God for him. Otherwise, I don't know where I'd be. I'd probably be still laying on the floor.
You look good, man. I mean, I know how bad it was. I know
It was not fun.
You didn't go off on it today, and I'm kind of glad but you had a rough week, and I'm glad you're doing better.
Yeah. Thank you. And Dave, you still with us?
You bet.
All right. And we got Mr. Dave Schimantel from Slick Sticks, your key to better golf on the line, 805-598-9993. Clubs, grips, adjusting loft and lies, flight scope, golf lessons. Dave Schimantel does it all. Slicksticks.com, 805-598-9993. So, Dave, I know we're going to talk about how marking your golf balls and stuff, but what are your top two gamesmanship things that you would do when you play around a golf with Billy?
Your go-tos. What are your go-to gamesmanship?
Yeah, what do you do?
I really don't.
Oh, Dave.
Oh, Dave, come on.
I really don't. I do a lot of stuff because I enjoy it. When I used to play, I enjoy the game so much. I do a lot of things that people go, oh, don't try to get under my skin. And I go, I wasn't trying anything. I was just having a good time. So, not really.
I had pleasure playing with Dave, Lon Mastro, and Kenny Miller one day.
Oh, my gosh.
So when you're
That
with
was a
Kenny
fun
Miller,
day.
Lon Mastro, and Dave Schimantel and me, you don't think any
my
gamesmanship is
oh
going
my
on?
gosh.
That
I
would
can
be...
only imagine.
Oh, it was, and we played great as a team, but it was hilarious. I mean,
Lon
Lonnie
is
and
hysterical.
Kenny is all over gamesmanship.
Lon is hysterical.
Kenny has your number. Kenny does it suddenly. Lonnie's very blatant. He just right out there and does it. Kenny's subtle.
Boy,
He totally is.
Yeah. And they're both great players. Both of them are really good golfers.
You really don't have anything, Dave.
Oh, Dave, come
No,
on.
not
Fess
really.
up.
But coming back to it, it's just part of the game. Now, when people pull gamesmanship, I usually just smile because it's not that big a deal. I used to play a little bit with Smiley Quick, who was one of those
Smiley
great
Quick,
hustlers
what
of
a name.
ever.
Smiley Quick. That's a great.
I'm not sure I
Kind of
play
like my
golf.
swing.
Look up the name.
That's
he was
a
also
great name.
a world-class billiards player, too.
Wow.
And he said he would never go out on a golf course with less than $3 in quarters in his pocket.
The Jangle Man.
And I always said, quarters, huh? And he said, yeah, they're the loudest.
The loudest.
Oh, my gosh. That's
That's
awesome.
so wrong.
Tim
That,
Lane.
that was a guy that gambled for a living, and boy, he had every trick in the book, and most of them,
Quick.
you didn't even realize he was doing it.
Well, remember when Trevino took through the rubber snake at Nicklaus on the bench right before the 18-hole playoff for the Open? You guys
And
remember
to
that?
this
I do.
day, he still swears it wasn't game.
And it was 100% gamesmanship.
Oh, you doggone
And
right
Nicholas
it was.
was known to be
Somebody throwing
afraid
a
of
snake
snakes.
at you on the
That's
first
so
tee.
wrong.
And Nicholas is afraid of snakes. It was known that he was. And he took it out of his bag and threw it at him sitting on the bench. Nicholas kind of laughed it off. You can see the video. But it's 100, and Torino won the match. I mean, it was 100%.
Oh, yeah. Well, Trevino
gamesmanship.
had his number when it came down to sudden death.
So, I mean, that is.
Wow,
good one.
that's
Oh,
just
yeah.
wrong.
That's, well,
I had one of my last amateur tournaments I played in. It was a pretty big tournament. It was a four-ball championship up in NorCal, and I had about 12, 15-footer to close out the match on, I think it was, I know it was 16, and looked up and saw a little Kleenex floating across the green, and kind of stood up and backed off and got over the putt again, and my partner said, "Hold it." I said, "What?" Here goes another Kleenex going across the green. We looked up, and I won't mention his name, but the guy I was playing against, a very prominent amateur player up in NorCal at the time, he's got one of those little
little packets.
packs that's like women keep in their purse, so
Yeah.
like
Awesome.
3x5 Kleenex, and he's just flipping them out.
Letting them blow across the green.
That's so
That was the most
bad.
blatant I ever saw. And it
Classic.
was kind of funny. Made the
Classic.
putt, by
Did
the
you
way.
make the putt?
There you go.
Yeah.
He did. He
Good
just made
job.
the putt. That's awesome.
That's the best way to solve someone
Yes.
gaming you is just play better.
Exactly.
But the gamesmanship, I never really tried it much. I've had people claim I was a hustler several times. I said no.
I wonder
told them
why,
I was going
Dave.
to beat you on the first tee.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
cool.
And Trevino was like that too. He says, "I'm going to beat you today."
Yeah.
what he says.
I said
Well,
that
I
to
am
Mike
going-
all the
I am
time.
going
that's
to
for
be-
sure, but,
you play well, but
there's-
I am going to
there's
beat you.
difference between hustling and just taking somebody for NASA or something like that.
Well,
Yeah.
the best hustle that I did many years ago, a good friend of mine, in the wintertime, we would go from Massachusetts down into the Carolinas and play little tournaments. They had skin games and try to make money. And we'd go to the range the night before, and I would swing right-handed, he'd swing left-handed. We use each other's clubs. And we was kind of hacking it out there, kind of moving the ball. And then we set up a match. We'd look around who can match. And the next day we show up. One of us is still left-handed, and one of us is still right-handed.
That is really
But we went
funny.
back to
Oh.
reality.
Oh, my
And all of a
gosh.
sudden, you guys aren't the same two we saw on the range. Yeah, we are the same too. And we wear similar clothes. It was
Oh, that's
hilarious. man.
hilarious.
we
That's
just
a
happen to
good
be playing
one.
a little better today.
And word got around too because we went down to one match and they said, "Oh, you are the two guys, lefty righties. We know who you are."
oh,
So-
that's not good.
so that stopped that real quick.
How many times did you guys do that?
3 times that we got away. We would bet,
Wow.
you'd bet for dinner in a hotel, enough money to make the hotel, and you'd see, you'd because we could both hit it pretty good the other way, but not
That
like we
is
normally.
hilarious.
That was our hustle.
That's brilliant, actually.
That's a good one.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
That's a really good
But we
one.
never got beat up or anything. It was the people who laughed about it said, "Hey, we know it's coming. You know who you guys are. So we'll play you, but hit it your normal way."
Like, our fun's over.
Because everybody kind of followed, and then we would always play before the pro-am or before the money. So Dave know that there's always a practice round.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you'd,
yeah.
you'd play that.
There was more money in that practice round than there was in the tournament.
That's where all the monies was bet and those things. And so that's what we would do. And then we were individually in the tournaments together, but we'd go as a team and play a lot of teams. So that was
That's
pretty
funny.
That is awesome.
That is
man.
funny.
But that was so.
So how we can either take a quick break again because we overran. We can take a quick break. Dave, stay with us, and we'll come back and
Mark
talk
our
about
balls.
marking our balls.
Yeah, we'll whip the ball. If you whip your balls out, and we'll figure out how it
I
works.
would love to mark my balls with you.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do it then.
All right, so we're going to take our last break. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. Be right back. Stay with us.
Okay.
See.